What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Dueling podcast. You get the fuck your in.
No, I just also clicked start streaming, so that was fun.
Well, we're not streaming today because there's no Kikathon this year. We're Game of Thrones team. We're gaming the throne.
Yeah, we definitely haven't done that. We haven't already talked about this season.
No,
it's definitely not the fourth time.
No, it's the third time because it's the third season.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we definitely didn't already record this episode yesterday.
I love that, like, bro, it was like, we're gonna ignore it completely, but nah, over right away.
Dude, audio issues have been the bane of my existence for...
Bane of my existence.
What the fuck did I do?
You fucked the recording.
I didn't, though.
But today we're talking about Game of Thrones Season 3. This was better known as the season that has the Red Wedding as the main focal point. Episode 9 of Season 3 would be that one. Geek, what do you think about Game of Thrones Season 3?
I mean, as we talked about.
Both found something? You saw something? It released your birthday too early?
Yeah. That's what weird. Okay, whatever. Season 3 is great. If I'm remembering the show correctly, I don't think it's the best season yet. Like, it's the best of the 3 we've watched so far, but I don't think it is the best it gets. There's this really great moment where all of the characters have kind of developed into something really good eventually. And this is just the build to that. And it's good build for almost everybody. I know when we recorded this the first time, who did we start by talking about?
Arya, I think we started with, weirdly enough.
Because I asked you how you felt about Arya. That's right.
Yeah.
Because
I like Arya.
Arya changes a lot.
Yeah.
Later.
I mean, she goes from a little girl to, like, basically a woman from, like, if the timeline, if it's correct, what I'm thinking. Let's say, like, put, like, 15 seasons in 1 year.
Well, I mean, she does go from a child to a woman, but that's not what I meant.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of development in that time, like, as a person.
Sure. Yes. You're right.
There is.
Yes. That is obviously not what I or anyone else was ever talking about, but yes.
No, I like Arya this season. I like her bravado, I guess would be the word here.
She is the little girl is the bravest one in that cave.
Oh, she's willing to throw hands with everyone and anyone.
Yeah, she doesn't know how to yet, really, but she's willing.
At the end of the season, those guys were, like, talking about the Red Wedding, and she just fucking murking that one guy. Not thinking of the consequences. Fantastic scene, because she's just, like, wanting just to get all the anger on.
Oh, she just wants to commit atrocities. I mean, as you saw, she at the end of the season is paired with the Hound now.
She's paired with the Hound for the majority of the season.
Yes and no.
No, pretty much, yeah. Most of the season.
No, because she doesn't end up with the Hound, like, on their own until episode 7 or 8.
I think it's more like 6 or 7.
No, stop. You're not funny. You're actually stupid, and I wish you would die. That joke was never funny.
It's funny to me because I'm old.
No, it's not because you're old. It's because you have the IQ of less than a goldfish.
No.
Yes.
No.
Obviously. That's why you're laughing at the dumbest joke humanity ever created all the time.
Dude, we created 21 in our heyday.
No, we didn't create 21. That was because a kid was fucking stupid. And at least that came from something. 6-7 didn't come from anything. That came from the video of the guy asking his little brother, what's 9 plus 10? That's way different. It's not just some fucking useless moron saying two numbers and then laughing.
All right.
Yes, I
Whatever.
do think everyone who makes 6-7 jokes are useless morons. All of you.
You've definitely made a few.
No, I haven't.
I feel like you have.
No, just because when I say it happens in either season 6 or 7 does not mean I'm making a joke. That is just how numbers work. See, because I don't do the you thing where I look into the camera and go like a fucking twat.
Anyways, they're paired. Like, I mean, they're not like directly paired. They're not like
But
working together and traveling together, but they are in the cave together with
and she spends most of her time not talking to him.
Cause would you want to talk
But
to
that's
him,
my
Arya?
point. They aren't paired together most of the season if they're not interacting for. Oh, they
interacting.
They interact for 12% of the season. That means they were together most of the time. Shut the fuck up.
Damn, bro, did the math like quick.
You fucked.
Also,
yeah.
I think you still did it wrong.
Oh, I didn't do any math. I just said a number.
Well, if they're together on episode 7 or 8,
right? But
that's 30 to 20. That's 20 to 30%.
Yeah, I know. But also, it's not because she runs away from him a couple times and ignores him a bunch.
You're still dealing with like the low 20s, most likely.
But that's fair. But my point is, it's not until the end of the season where they are actually paired together, and it's not really until next season that develops, which was the point I was trying to get to. Is
you're not allowed to get the points.
Apparently not.
No.
And it's just, Arya wanting to kill everybody being paired with the guy who talks about how great killing is and how much he wants to do it. Be interesting.
He does it smartly.
No, he doesn't.
He knows when to kill.
Yes, all the time.
But he's skilled to kill.
Right. There you go. It's not about being smart. He just has the skill, you jackass. You've got to be the dumbest person in every room.
No, because I'm the only person in this room.
Well, I hate to break it to
you. But also, I'm the smartest person in this room.
No.
Yeah.
No, there's a tapestry of like Ada Wong. She's smarter than you.
That's fair. Ada Wong is super smart, but you don't know that yet because you haven't played through RE2.
There's that statue of Mickey Mouse. He's smarter than you.
That's actually not Mickey Mouse. It's a magician mouse.
It's still Mickey, man. Shut the fuck up.
I'm the only person in this room. That's tapestry. That's statue. Those are two different things.
Of what?
Of a person and a mouse. Both fictional.
Yes, most fictional characters are also smarter than you. Yes, good work.
Yeah, that's kind of the point of them. All right.
It's really not.
Anyways. I do like Arya and the Hound's dynamic. They had this cool like tension to them, but like truce. It almost feels like a father-daughter like relationship, but there's that tension point that is present at every moment they are conversing, and I like that because it's fun. It's a fun dynamic to play off of. I think they do really well with it. And Geek is texting back.
No.
Wow.
I don't have a text. So.
Okay.
Stop getting distracted.
I'm always distracted.
Continue your
I was
speaking.
done with my point.
No, you weren't. You were mid-sentence.
Yeah, I was done with my point. Mid-sentence.
No.
I like the tension and dynamic between Arya and the Hound because of their father-daughter relationship, but also their tension because the Hound killed her father.
Well, no. He just didn't stop her father from getting killed. He never even attacked her father.
Was he the one who did the...
No, that was Ilan Payne. the other guy she mentions when she's listing off her names of people to kill.
That's right.
That's why the Hound isn't added until the end, because she's mad at him for killing Micah, the butcher's boy, also in the first season. But after she's playing with Micah by the river, and Joffrey and Sansa show up, and then she attacks Joffrey because he's a little cunt.
Yeah.
And then Joffrey tells the Hound to execute the butcher's boy. That's her problem with the Hound.
See, we watched these seasons so far apart. So season 1 is kind of like a distant memory.
Well, sure, but it also doesn't help that when dialogue happens, you zone out.
No, when dialogue happens, there's a lot of names thrown at me.
You disappeared, but all I'm going to take from that is I'm too stupid to remember a single name at any point ever.
No. There's just so many names because there's so many characters that are named in this series. It can get confusing.
But it's not that hard, especially since most of the time when they mention a name, they also then add a title of some sort that helps you remember. Because it's not just he killed Micah, it's he killed Micah, the butcher's boy. They very specifically tell you who that was so you can put it into context. You're just stupid.
I'm not stupid. It's just a lot of names to remember.
It's really not.
It really is.
It's really not. How do you watch any show? If a show has like more than 3 characters, do you just go, this is too much, I can't handle it?
No, I just prefer it when the cast is smaller.
It's too much, you can't handle it. He's only got room in his brain for 4 total names.
Yeah.
He forgets his girlfriend's name constantly.
Untrue.
Not untrue.
Untrue.
Just like she forgets that he's bald.
I just had to pick which name I go with when I'm mentioning her.
Yeah, bro's forgetting and having to go through the Rolodex of names.
There's many names she goes by. Anyways. Yeah. I don't know where you want to go next with it.
I know you had a niche. I think Arya might have been second, because I think you started by talking about Jon because of his whole thing. Because he starts north of the wall dealing with Mance Rayder.
Yeah.
Thoughts on... So I kind of remember this, but thoughts on Jon in this season?
I like Jon a lot more in this season. He's a lot more fleshed out. He's got a lot more personality. He's a lot more where I can see him becoming a character eventually that is influential, but like he's not to that like point where you're like lock the fuck in. He's him, but he's getting much better. I think it's all better because of his chemistry and relationship with Ingrid throughout the season, because that's his wife, as you mentioned to me last time we did this.
Yes.
And the relationship is awesome. It's fantastic. I'm pissed that he just said, I'm gonna ditch her, because that makes sense. No reason to ditch her.
Well, as I was talking, I don't know why I'm going to keep referencing the other recording.
Yeah, you're referencing the recording no one else has seen.
We could upload it. We could still upload it.
No, we're not.
We could still upload it.
We might if this fucks up too.
I mean, if this one fucks up, the first one is definitely better. It's hard to talk about things a second time in 2 days.
Yeah, no.
No, the thing with that is the point of Jon Snow is he is supposed to be like Ned Stark's son. He holds all of the core values of Ned Stark.
Sure.
And he is like his honor and his oaths and all of that are more important than even his own happiness. That is why he had to leave.
Yeah, but he didn't really have to.
He did. And all I can say is you'll find out even more next season of why he had to.
I'm very excited to see, like, not only his reaction, but like I guess we already saw Sansa's. No, we haven't. Like their reaction to Rob.
We haven't seen anyone's reaction to Rob yet.
No, I think Arya got I mean, we've seen Arya.
Oh, yeah, yes.
That's about it.
Yes.
Like of the Starks, that's the like I'm very excited to see the reaction to the news of Rob.
Yes. 'Cause that's going to be sad.
Very sad.
Hey, we also got to see Catelyn's reaction to Rob.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
There's a TikTok clip for you, Grayson. Got you.
That's fucked up.
That's got to be a TikTok clip. um
So
yeah, and like, but yeah, John, I don't know, you get to see him figure out that maybe his uncle Benjen was right and joining the Night's Watch immediately was a mistake. But had he not joined the Night's Watch immediately, he probably never meets Ygritte and never realizes that joining the Night's Watch might be a mistake. Like, is that, like, because it's one of those things, right, where it's like, he has this relationship with Ygritte. If he doesn't meet her and he's stuck in Winterfell, does he meet anyone that makes him feel the way Ygritte does?
No, he probably dies at war with Rob.
Yeah, you're right. Because even after he went to Winterfell, before he took his oath, he thought about leaving.
Mm-hmm.
And then even after he took his oath, he thought about leaving.
Mm-hmm.
Because he knew Rob was marching south and was going to leave, but then stayed. And then when Ned died, he was like, fuck this shit. I'm going to go kill a king. Which, real.
It's just Sean Bean.
I'd kill a king for Sean Bean.
The actor, not even like this guy dies a lot. I love him.
Okay, but like all I can think about is like I love Lord of the Rings, he's in there. Love Game of Thrones, he's in there. Love Interstellar, he's in there. Like I don't know, Sean Bean just seems to be around.
Oh, so he is. I always forget that he is.
Or no, I'm thinking of The Martian, not Interstellar. Brain.
We covered those movies way too closely together, so
Yep. They've kind of blended together just a little bit, but haven't. Love both of those movies. But yeah, he's Sebastian Stan is in Interstellar.
Nope, Sebastian Stan's in The Martian.
Fuck! You're right.
I knew that one.
Too tired for this, Grandpa.
It is 5 o'clock where you are at.
Okay, and?
We're being in a nursing home.
Who's going to pay for it?
The nursing home.
That's not how nursing homes work.
No, but I like John better in this season, especially compared to season 2. Season 2, like, is like this little valley between the first season and the third season, because like those 2 seasons are really good. Like the first season, I think is a tad bit better just because it's so like.
Oh, you've changed your mind.
No, I was like.
You thought it was third last time. You've changed your mind.
Well, season 1, it's just so like, it sets up everything perfectly. Like there's no like loose threads. It is very much like you could end if you really wanted to. Like if this movie, like if the series didn't pan out the way it did and gain such cultural phenomenon, you could probably end. It would be unsatisfying, but it would be a like full story in the end. You know?
Sure.
But like the third season is really good too. Like fantastic season. It is very much hinged on that 9th episode. But it's still fantastically done. The second season is still like this little valley. Like if I had to give like a rating to the seasons, like first season a 9, the second season like a 6, and then like the third season like an 8.5. They're very close together. These 2 seasons, the first and third season. The second season is just poor to me. Is that because of Danny? Probably.
I mean, yeah, we know your obsession with Danny, but yeah.
Fantastic character.
Jon Snow, his whole thing is duty and honor and all of those really annoying Stark traits that all of the Starks except Rob have.
Rob has them. He
Nope.
just yeah, he has them. He's got a duty.
He literally takes one oath and immediately breaks it.
Okay, I said duty, not like, good at keeping oaths.
Which is honor, which is the first word in this entire thing that I said.
Yeah, but like honor can be like put the other things.
No.
He doesn't want to kill the opposition just because they're like alive.
Yes, he did until he met his wife.
Well, yeah, but like you meet a pretty woman, a lot of things change.
I get it, but that all I'm saying is you don't get to say he didn't want to, his wife didn't want to, and he just agreed.
That's kind of how it works when you're obsessed with a woman.
Again, I know.
But like, if she did not exist, and that the scene with the Lannister boys happened, I think it still would pan out the same way.
That scene, yes. But many of the others, with all the wounded on the battlefield, he wouldn't be taking in the Lannister wounded and helping them. He'd be letting them die, like he was before, which is what caused many of the problems with him and his soldiers. And I don't just mean with the boys. It's like the constant, all of our prisons are full. We can't take any more people. It's like, we're gonna.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, okay, man. But yeah,
Rob has faults.
Yeah,
I don't think he's
Jon
not
Snow
honorable.
does not.
Jon Snow does have faults.
Name one.
He breaks an oath too.
I can't respond to that.
He breaks an oath. The oath is not to be with a woman, and he is with a woman.
I can't
Very
respond
explicitly.
to that.
Like, they talk a lot about his cunnilingus skills. It's true.
Well, they do, but wow, you're not. Yeah, they do. They do that. They do.
Like, even Ingrid didn't understand it.
Stop saying Ingrid. Her name is Egret.
Egrid.
No, not grid. Grit.
I said grit.
You said Egrid again.
No.
You said Ingrid first, and then Egrid, and it's Egret.
Egret.
The way you speak hurts me.
Good.
Your existence causes me physical pain.
Why is it physical pain? I'm gonna commit psychic damage to you.
You do that too.
Well, physical pain is not a psychic damage. That's a fighting type. Not a psychic type. No, I think Jon Snow is a better character than he was last season and the season before that. He actually is developing personality. It's crazy.
Maybe.
What happens if you spend time with the character?
Yeah. I know you at least a little bit mentioned Samwell. You wanted to talk about Samwell.
I think Samwell is adorable. Like, his whole season of him trying to protect this girl. I don't remember her name. You don't remember her name either.
I do, but I don't.
I know the baby's name.
It's Tilly or Lily. It's something.
He's looking it up now, but
Gilly, fuck. I was close. I knew it was some sort of illy.
You knew that she was sick.
Only kinda.
Like their impact on the story isn't like major, but I enjoy it. Like their time together, their chemistry. My problem with the Samos, the White Walker, and the White Walkers are still a distraction even more now because they're starting to build up towards the White Walkers more and more.
The entire show has been building towards the White Walkers. That's the point.
I think it's a distraction.
You're a distraction.
This is a political thriller, and I feel like it's gonna be like Let's all come together to defeat the White Walker. Why?
Or maybe it won't be because it's a political thriller. Stop.
That's my feeling.
But like, think for more than 3 seconds.
I'm not going to. This is season 3. I can't think for more than 3 seconds. It's 4 seconds next season. You know?
Oh my God. I wish we talked about this last time. Just theorize. Just have fun with it. Think about what could happen.
What could happen and what does happen are two different things. I know how this fucking White Walker saga ends.
I don't
know what happens between there. I don't think you do. How it ends. Yeah, more or less. It's really dark. You can't see shit.
Well, yeah, there's a crappy battle. The battle pisses me off. That episode could have been good had they just added any amount of brightness. Just any. You can have nighttime fights and have it not look bad. It's totally possible. They just chose not to.
They chose Deathly Hallows Part 2 in it.
You know how long it's been since I've seen that? I don't know.
You can't see shit in that fucking movie.
W. But yeah, the White Walkers are fine.
Why do you need zombies in this movie? In this fucking series, you have so much else going for you that you.
Because the zombies existed before. They were first.
Well, maybe they didn't have to. Okay, the land was not promised to them in 3,000 years. You do not need to put.
Well, no, but that's the point. They're not saying anything was promised. They're just taking it, fair and square.
What you see?
Jesus Christ. They're just committing thievery, fair and square, Grayson.
They're committing genocide because...
No, well...
It sounds like the plan is genocide.
Technically, I was going to say, for the White Walkers, it's technically omnicide. For the other people you were mentioning, it is genocide. And it's awful. But Grayson, what the fuck did you do? Why did you steer us down this path?
Like they're here before them. I'm like, well, it wasn't promised to them 3,000 years ago.
But because we talked about this once, the White Walkers and the Children of the Forest, and the Children of the Forest not being there to prevent the White Walker from happening because all of the men killed all of the Children of the Forest. That seems accurate. Yeah. It's a whole thing.
It is a whole thing. Crazy.
White Walkers. Woohoo. Grayson hates them. Also, they're mostly blue.
No, they have a tint of blue because they're ice. Do you know what ice looks like?
I don't know,
do you know
man.
Do you know what ice is composed of?
That's actually more confusing. I said, I don't know, man. I was going to tell you to look up the Night King, and then in that picture, he's silver. In that one, he's completely blue, and in that one, he's just white. So I have...
Called lighting. Also, what is ice composed of?
Well, what kind of ice?
Ice.
No, technically just saying ice doesn't work. You're referring to water ice, which is made of water. There are many other types of ice.
Which reflects... What does water reflect?
Well,
the sky.
Well, it reflects...
Which is what color?
Sure, but also... That's just also not accurate.
But that's why people think water's blue. It's not blue. It's transparent. It just reflects the sky.
And sometimes water looks green or brown or red.
That depends on the algae. Red, I think you got a problem. I think you should go look at a dentist.
I should go look at a dentist.
I don't know what I meant by that. So just the first thing that came out of my mouth.
I'm quoting that one to some people.
If you're wondering, try to go look at this. uh, no, I think the White Walkers are a stupid distraction currently, unless they give me a reason to. Which, from what I know, but the next future seasons, it's not going to be for them to exist. Kika's too busy texting people that his letter is ready.
I was making fun of you for your dentistry.
Yes. I can't wait to get a text from my girlfriend saying, "So, what happened to the dentist?"
Yeah, so what the fuck does this mean? I'm sorry, you say dumb shit people need to know.
Well, I'm aware. Sansa isn't great. She's still not the greatest character in the world. More because she's as boring as a fucking plank.
Well, so I think this season, I mean, she hasn't developed into the better version of herself yet, but I think it's very interesting watching, because after season 2, she has, like, even Tyrion acknowledges that she's changing and learning how to play the game, and, you know, it's the Sansa Stark, you may survive us yet, as she's learning to play the game and manipulate people and lie. And then she learns that she's going to get to marry Loras and leave King's Landing, and suddenly she reverts back into happy-go-lucky, nothing bad ever happens Sansa Stark. And that's weird. And then she's forced to marry Tyrion, and it changes again. And she's back to where she was at the beginning of the season. It doesn't feel like she developed as a character. It feels like she just reset twice. You just clicked the reset button twice. You were like, reset, and then you went, wait, this actually is worse. Reset again.
Yeah. I mean, like, her character dynamics with Tyrion and Shae are fantastic. I think, like, part of the best part of the season, but I don't think it's due to Sansa. Which I think is funny, because I really like Sophie Turner as an actress. She's fantastic when she's acting. Just, I don't like this character.
Sure.
Like, I've seen her other stuff. I think she's great. Just, this character isn't working out. But also, she's probably like 17. I'm not gonna, like, harp on her too much. But Tyrion and Sansa's season is so interesting because it is a constant effort of Tyrion trying to be like, hey, I know you have ministers, but I'm a good one, and doing his best to make himself like lesser, where he is always at her whim, or he is too incapacitated to do anything that like Lannisters would want. He's too drunk to get busy, and that's the whole point of him getting so drunk throughout the season is fantastic. I think that dynamic between the two is great. It's just, you know, how it's being played is that like Sansa still doesn't. And I get why she doesn't. I just hate that she doesn't trust him because we know Tyrion. She doesn't know Tyrion. We know Tyrion.
Right.
And then Shae being between the two, like she is loyal. She's in love with Tyrion because that's the main dynamic at play. She's also loyal to Sansa. She loves that. To Thoris?
Restart. None of that came through.
Oh, that she is loyal to Sansa, and that she loves that girl like a daughter. I don't know if she said like a daughter, but she loves that girl. She says that to Thoris, I think. The eunuch, when they're talking.
Who says that?
Shae.
Apparently, I missed Shae talking to Varys.
Varys. Yeah. They talk. He gives her diamonds because, like, hey, go buy a house.
Yeah. Because then that leads to the fight with her and Tyrion later. Yep.
Yes.
I just forgot that happened. But yes.
and her being between the two, but like Sansa not knowing it doesn't make sense. It's I'm going to kill your headphones.
Okay, this isn't me. This is a
Oh.
you problem, dipshit.
The
Because
returning character,
Discord's
my mic
not
cutting out.
recognizing that you're speaking. Therefore, it's your fault.
Yep.
Don't blame my computer for that one, you fucking cunt.
I don't blame your computer for a lot of things. Okay.
I'm gonna shoot you in the computer.
In the computer?
Yeah, that's in the brain.
What?
Dipshit.
No.
Well, your brain's not a computer. Yours is barely a toaster.
Ooh, I should go to the shower with it.
Yo, do you take your brain out every time you go to take a shower?
Yes, Kajaku it, yeah. You don't get the reference. But yeah, I like Tyrion's story with Sansa. I don't think Sansa's a strong part of that story, but I think that story is fantastically done throughout the season. It's probably one of the best things. Tyrion is continuously the best character. He's first. There is no like, regression or build up. It's just he is goated throughout.
Yeah, and I love Tyrion. This season in particular, I guess we're gonna loop into this finally. Tyrion and Cersei and Tywin, that dynamic is so fun because we know Tyrion and Cersei to be like the people who suck the air out of the room in one way or another and are in charge everywhere they go until Tywin walks in the room. And suddenly they are just children who have no control over anything. And that dynamic is so interesting. Tywin, this version of Tywin is more what I think about from the books. Because he's not doing anything master strategy-wise. He's just really good at manipulating people and sounding threatening. And that is what he does all season. He just knows he's the one in charge of everything. And so he swings his dick around like he's the one in charge of everything.
Yeah.
Including to the king. That scene is still so funny. Joffrey getting so upset. And Tywin just being like, all right. We can... The first bit of... It's in the Tower of the Hand, so I have to walk up all those stairs to go to a small council meeting. We can arrange to have you carried, Your Grace. So funny. I need to be informed on big decisions. All right, you will be informed when you need to be. It's just so, yes, you are the king, but I am the one in charge here. And it's incredible. It only works, I think, because it's Charles Dance. I stand by that. But he's so good.
When you command a presence in a room, it's pretty easy to like take charge of the scene, and he does that in every scene he's in. I think it's spotlighted mostly with the Cersei and Tyrion meetings when he's like, "You're gonna go marry Sansa, you're gonna go marry Loras." Like, end of discussion. Like, like you said, these are the two characters that have been swinging their dicks around the most in the last two seasons, and them being fucking silent and being like, have no power in a room is fantastic.
Yes.
And they're both upset and they're not willing to swing around.
Right. And I think I forgot about this. One of the other characters that gets introduced this season that I think is...
Podrick? Yeah.
No. Well, we'll talk about Podrick in a second because that scene is still so funny. But no, Olenna, the grandmother of the Martells.
Mm-hmm.
Who is the only one who doesn't seem to give a shit that Tywin thinks he's hot shit.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's like, Tywin, you're only sitting where you're sitting because I elected to help you. Mm-hmm. You only get to stay with the power you think you have because I elected to help you. But then that power struggle being more of then Tywin having this other thing he gets to hold over her with, I can make Loras a Kingsguard and completely end your family line. So you're going to do what I say you're going to do. Their dynamic is incredible because they actually do feel like two of the people with the most power in Westeros. the only other people who really feel like that are like, at this point, Robb Stark, because he's the Warden of the North now.
Mhm.
That actually might be it.
The difference, I think, between Elena and Tywin and Cersei and Tyrion's like dynamic is Cersei and Tyrion is a who's got the bigger gun type situation.
Mm-hmm.
Tywin and Elena are simply a chess game being played with real people. And
Yes.
it's fantastic to see both those games played out at the same time, even with Tyrion and like Cersei boat essentially,
Yeah.
because of the situation. But I love the difference because season 2 was so much focused on that Tyrion and Cersei situation. Where it was like, who's got the bigger gun in the room, and let's figure it out. And here, and having that switch of having to play the game of chess essentially is fantastic.
Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, then there's the other two side characters that are always with Tyrion, and I love them both. Obviously, Bronn. I love Bronn. He's so funny. And one of the few people that you believe as a swordsman every time he's around that he is just the best there.
Mm-hmm.
And which is always funny. Like I think it's the beginning of this season when Tyrion's meeting with Cersei and Bronn shows up and the two Kingsguards won't let him in, and you're like, well, if he wants to go in there, he's gonna.
Yeah, he's got to murder those two guys.
Yeah, they're dead.
I also love his little conversation with Tyrion. Like, it's such a simple character moment. Walking near the port, and he's like, "I need a raise." He's like, "They're like, well, I repay you enough." He's like, "Clearly not enough. I want double." He's like, "I don't know how much to pay you already."
Clearly, you can afford it. Yeah, that was so good.
Small character moment.
I want double. I'm a knight now. Knights cost double. Yeah, you know what? That's good logic. That's good logic. Yeah. But then, the Podrick scene.
I've had like before this, I had very little experience with Game of Thrones. I heard about it, like I've heard things with the problems at the end of the series. I hear about like the dragons or there's a boom. So it was like basically the summation of Game before I started watching it was boobs, dragon, and the last few seasons suck. But
Sure.
that Podrick scene, I've seen so many times, whether on TikTok or YouTube or whatever. I see it all over the fucking place.
Because it's funny.
And when I saw it, I went, it's still funny as fuck.
Dude, I love it. Podrick, it was a gift. Like, I know, my lord. They wouldn't take it. What do you mean they wouldn't take it? What did you do? Lots of things, my lord.
Did you enjoy
and
these
they
things?
seemed to like these things? Yes, my lord. Of course they seem to like it. They're paid to seem to like it. Except they weren't paid. And then they both kind of sit there looking at each other for a second like,
We need details.
I loved that one. Of course they seemed to like it. They're paid to seem to like it. Except they weren't paid. Oh, so good. It's also funny. I forgot to mention this when it actually happened, but there's a joke Tyrion tries to make throughout this series that he never finishes. And it's really funny.
I don't know if I picked up on that.
So it definitely happened when he first met Shay. Because it starts out with what is the Tyrion joke? God, I'm sorry. I'm just trying to remember the actual thing.
Brian Flores is staying with Vikings, by the way.
Oh, Dubs. Good news. Good news, everyone. Not for Bears fans. Good news for everyone else.
No, it's fantastic for us. We gotta beat you guys. We're fine. That's proof of the pudding.
Sure.
We did.
The worst game of Caleb's career is the proof in the pudding. Sure. You won.
Hey,
Shout
if it's
out
the worst game and he wins, I'm happy.
He didn't win. Fucking Devin Duvernay won that game, or whoever your kick returner was.
It was Devin Duvernay.
Yeah. Yeah, so Tyrion, it starts with him telling a joke saying he brought a honeycomb and a jackass into a brothel, and then immediately gets interrupted every time he says that. He never gets to finish the joke, and it's so funny. So apparently someone on Reddit figured it out.
Let's Reddit. Do you really trust them?
I don't know, maybe.
Tyrion makes a great joke at his wedding when he tries to cut off Joffrey's penis.
That's not a joke. You know how I know? Because we watch Ramsay do it to Theon, who you don't feel bad for.
No, I hate Theon.
But he realized he was wrong and picked the wrong family.
I don't care. You fucking backstabbed the family.
Well, to be
You
fair, he was
technically
also a
killed Bran.
slave to that family, so.
Was he a slave or was he just like that was his title?
He got ripped away from his family, not by his choice or theirs, and was forced to grow up in the shadow of the Starks and do everything Ned Stark asked of him at all times, no matter what, under threat of violence against his family. Yes, I think that's exactly what being a slave is.
You have a point.
Though
Was he
to be
just trying to
fair, I
backtrack?
don't think there was really that much threat of violence to his family, but it would seem like it when you're ripped away because of the things that happened. And now it's like, if I do anything wrong, he might, go back and finish the job.
You just gotta finish the job.
Well, Theon's not
Future
going to
steps.
anymore.
No.
That scene is still so fucking funny. Okay, I also love the manipulation from Ramsay when he's like helping Theon escape and then brings him back because it's all just a game to Ramsay, and this was just a different form of torture. Like, it's awful, obviously, but it's incredible. And then
Sure.
the psychological torture of I cut off your dick 12 minutes ago and now I'm eating a sausage right in front of you. Theon's little freak out of like, what you, and he's like, what? No, I'm not a monster. Or I think he actually says, I'm a monster, not a barbarian, or something like that. It's something goofy. It's like, all right.
This whole like story of Theon and Ramsay is, I think I don't like it because it slows the pace down of every episode that
Yes.
happens in, and it doesn't progress as much as the rest of the season does. Because this season pushes forward a lot of the story. We run through a ton. It's a very action-packed season. We just stop for a second to do the Theon thing, where first I don't care about the character, and then second it just slows everything down. I think that's why I don't like this section of the season. I think that's why I'm gonna put season 1 slightly ahead of season 3 after our recording yesterday.
Okay.
Just because of that slowing down when we really didn't need to, when everything was fast paced. I understand it's probably gonna be useful in the story going forward with his sister or whatever, but whatever.
Yeah. I think you'll grow to like Theon, but I understand not liking him yet.
Sure.
Takes time.
Yeah.
It takes time, and a very important thing happens that is normally the catalyst for people liking Theon. The issue is I already know the thing happens, so I'm seeing the like change earlier and being like, yes, Theon. Though he's only Theon for a bit longer. He gets a different name for a while.
Yeah, you said that last we recorded, I got super fucking confused.
Yep, stay confused, bozo.
Okay.
And then he becomes Theon again later. It's a whole time.
All right.
Somebody
Man,
out there has put the pieces together. Even
that
even
writing
if
must be shit in the last season.
Oh no, that's not a last season. Like, I think he stops being Theon like next season.
Well, yeah, because he doesn't have a penis.
Well, that's
He's a
not
peon.
why.
Uh, yeah, no, I like the end. Uh, I don't feel bad for him. Fuck him. Well, I can't do that. I don't care.
I say love his actor though. I don't remember that guy's name, but
I feel like I've seen him in something else.
John
I
Wick.
don't remember where. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, yeah.
Yep.
He's the fucking douchebag.
And definitely other things.
Yeah, I'm assuming he plays asshole.
He does play
most
a
things.
pretty good asshole. Alfie Allen, that's his name. What else was he in?
Sounds British. It's like everyone in this series is British.
Probably.
Because Westeros is just England flipped upside down.
A bunch of stuff I don't recognize, so shout out.
Nice.
Yeah. Didn't know that was a thing. Coldplay's Game of Thrones the musical. He was in that.
I would have watched that after just to see what the fuck that means.
Okay, a lot of the other stuff he's in I don't recognize. So.
There's got to be a camera for that.
But, all right, what were we on?
We were on Theon, but I think we're done with Theon because that's all that happens. He gets his penis ripped off and he gets tortured.
Yeah, little torture, and then a little bit of realizing he made a mistake.
And then little Theon goes away.
Is the only father I betrayed the only father I ever had.
Yeah.
And
Fucking
then
asshole.
snip.
I'm guessing we're gonna say the big thing for last. So Dany.
Yeah, I know you like talking about Dany.
I love talking about Dany. Dany's a fantastic character, and like, she's so oh my god, she's such a simple character, but it works so well. Like, you have her main pillars of wanting to protect women, and will subjugate. If you put other people under your wrath, you will feel her wrath. And I love that dynamic, and she so well. Like, and her character is becoming so well versed in the Game of Thrones. It's Westeros, and I love that. I absolutely adore what they do with her character in the season. It's much better than last season because her dragons.
You disappeared again.
Last season she was on a fetch quest for her dragons. Instead, now she's like actually going for her story's progressing. She is doing anti-Theon story and running through.
Dude,
Yeah.
It got so bad. It's so bad.
Let me scoot up then. But like her heading up the slave master in the first village, and her playing not only the guy but also playing her advisors is fantastic. Where they're questioning why she's giving like it's an overpay for soul. My God, that is bad. Oh, that was. Let me just.
I don't know what's going on.
I have no idea. I think it's just not catching right now. I think it's gonna catch now. I up the sensitivity.
Okay.
But her playing her advisors because they're questioning why she's overpaying for the army, and that churn on the slave master is fantastically done. Her showing that she knows what is awesome. Like she knows that she holds power now, and I love that for her. It's fantastic. Yeah. And I know somewhat of what happens to her going forward, and you can see bits and pieces of that, of it like slowly turning against her in her own wrath and envy and madness. She does get carried away from time to time. And then when it comes to the second sons, in the Yellow City, or whatever it's called, is awesome. And her playing on the whims of man is fantastic. And her playing the game like into their hand, but also having them play into what she wants to happen is fantastic. I think about the scene where back in the first city where they're giving gifts of like, leave us alone and we'll give you ships and gold. And she's like, you have your gift is your life. You know, 3 people or fuck off.
Yeah.
And then there's the guy who I thought was the assassin from the last season, who is Francis and from Deadpool.
Yes. Dario Naharis.
Yeah, I most definitely thought he was the assassin. I don't know why. I like that was my thought process. Maybe because he was just outright willing to kill for people and betray people like that. Maybe that was it. Maybe that's what was the inclination for. And he could change his face. So
Fair. Yeah, I think Danny's whole. I mean, you said most of it. I love the. I still. I love her and Missandei's relationship. The girl she gets from that first slaver in Astapor, because they like their initial talk when they're like going over everything and she's so confused, and it's like, yeah, they do the Valar Morghulis thing saying all men must die, and then Danny just looking over and but we're not men. It's so good. Um and then the turn with her finding out with everyone finding out she can speak Valerian is incredible. Though it does bug me because they all know who she is and about the dragons, and the Targaryens are famous worldwide.
yeah,
So they knew she was Valyrian. I
yeah.
don't know why you wouldn't, at least kind of in the back of your mind.
I got it. I got it.
Yeah.
Because she's supposed to be like 14, 15, right? And the Mad King went out of power when like 20 years ago. It was like something like that.
No, because she was
So
technically alive.
with the Mad King,
Yeah. She was a
Uh,
baby,
well,
though. Because her
so
older brother who died in the first season was like 4 or something.
so it's like maybe because it wouldn't translate down because older people were fucking dead. You know,
I mean, maybe, but I feel like you'd just assume.
the problem about you don't assume, especially with the
Yes,
Game
you
of
do.
Thrones.
They literally, that's all they do in this show is assume things.
Well, that's why people end up dead. You assume it'll be okay, and guess what? You get your throat slit.
No, somebody else gets that to happen.
Uh, no, but I love Danny's story. I also like her with the girl that she gets from the first city. There's a little character moment I really appreciate. It's when she's taking the bath, and they're talking about how the girl speaks like 19 languages, and Danny's trying to speak Dothraki, and
Yeah.
she's fucking it up, and she's like getting uh, corrected on her Dothraki, and she's realizing that she might not have all of this under control. I think it's a fantastic little moment of being like, oh.
Yeah.
uh,
I think
yeah.
moving from there, before we get to the final thing, is talking about the final character who I think has the most growth and ends up walking out of this season as the most changed. Jamie. Don't look at me
Yeah.
like that. It's Jamie. It's always Jamie. I love
I
Jamie,
can't really
man.
go with it.
I love Jamie. I also love Brienne, but Jamie. Because Brienne doesn't change.
No, she does.
Yeah, she changes clothes once.
No, she understands more. Like she doesn't.
Understanding somebody doesn't mean she's changing. She's still the
No,
same
but
person. She views Jamie differently, but that does not mean she inherently changed.
I do hate that they put her in a dress. I understand why they put her in a dress, but I hate that they put her in a dress.
It's like that was the point. You're not supposed to
I,
like it.
I know. She fights a bear though.
She does fight a bear. She gets clawed pretty good.
Yeah. I kept trying to figure out if that was a CGI bear or if that was a real bear. Just composition of a bear. I couldn't figure it out.
Uh Bear in Game of Thrones was a real trained grizzly bear named Bart the Bear 2.
2? Not the second? Just 2?
Yeah.
That's fantastic. No, but James has a fantastic development as a character. And his story in the bath.
Interesting. Sorry. They were filmed in a special set because the crowd shots were filmed separately in Northern Ireland because the cheers and loud noises made the bear react too much. So Gwendolyn Christie and Nicholas Coster-Waldau were in the pit with the bear. That's a real thing. Okay.
That's why it looks so weird, because the crowd was added in afterwards.
Yeah.
That's why it looked odd. Yeah. No, but Jamie's a fantastic character throughout the season. He grows a spine. Yeah. Him going out of his way to lie to protect Brienne from her assaulters, or would-be assaulters at that point in time, by lying about her heritage to get them to, like, fuck off. And that cost him his hand. But, like, Jamie in season 1 would not have done that. One bit.
Fair. That's fair. I don't know. I can't decide if that... I don't feel like that's from a lack of spine in season 1. It's just a lack of care. Because season 1 Jamie is still so into... Even, like, in this season, he is fully believing everyone hates him.
Mm-hmm.
But season 1 Jamie wears that like a suit of armor and just is a cocky douchebag. But sure. Now he's spent a year being drugged through the mud. So while he believes everyone hates them, he now has a different perspective on the world.
Sure.
That, yeah, because I don't think it's growing a spine, because he talked down to kings and demanded things of everyone and acted like he had a spine. It's just a different perspective and a genuine care. He would have done the same thing to protect Cersei in season 1. The issue, like, it's not lack of spine. It's developed either just care for Brienne or just an overall care for people that he obviously once had, because that's why he killed the Mad King, was to save everyone.
Yeah.
But then the reaction to that, and the reaction from the Honorable Ned Stark, is what caused Jamie to be different. Which, when you see this scene, it makes you look back at all of the scenes with Ned and Jamie very differently. Because you realize Ned's just a dick to Jamie. For no reason.
Yeah. That scene when he is telling the story of, like, him becoming the Kingslayer and the aftermath of it in the bath with Brienne is fantastically done, because of not only the acting of Jamie's actor, but also the acting of Brienne's actor and the reactions to the two. And him having this, like, lack of self-worth. Like, when he goes to the bath, like, he avoids the first bath, but, like, he is going to the second bath because he feels comforted to have someone there. But also having, like, he's weak, and he does not care whether he drowns or not. He just wants to tell his story. It doesn't matter what else happens in that moment. It's fantastic.
Yeah,
that is one of the shining moments of the season. Brienne in the bath is fantastic. Like, that would be up there with the Red Wedding in its entirety.
Yeah,
I think.
And it's one of those character moments that's up there with the other scene where Jamie does this. Again, I'm back to the point where it is like all of the best scenes come from, like, season 1, season 3. There's nothing from season 2 that sticks out the same way as, like, Cersei and Robert in season 1, or Robert and Barristan and Jamie all sitting around telling war stories, or Jamie and Brienne here, or Tyrion and Bronn and Podrick, though for a different reason. Like, or Tywin and Cersei and Tyrion. Interesting that the Lannisters seem to always be involved in the most interesting scenes, but maybe that's a shout
they're
out
the
to their
most
actors.
alive members currently.
Untrue, that's still the Starks.
Is it?
Yes.
Which
Tywin,
alive-
Tyrion, Jaime, Cersei versus, at the point we're still talking about in this show, Robb, Arya, Sansa, Jon, Bran, Rickon, Catelyn.
Jon's not a Stark.
Yes, he is.
He's a Snow.
He's a Stark.
Rickon
As we acknowledged
is
earlier, he
useless.
is Ned Stark's son.
Sure. Bron's whatever.
No, Bran is a Stark.
No,
No,
he doesn't
not.
matter.
Yes, he does.
Not right now.
That's why he's going north of the wall.
Whatever. I don't care for Bran.
Rickon's the one who doesn't matter.
Yeah, no, fuck that kid. He's annoying.
Well, yeah, it's because he's like a 4-year-old, dude.
Yeah, he's annoying.
Yeah. He's a 4-year-old that doesn't understand why the world is crumbling around him.
No, I get it, but like, it's also still just annoying. But yeah. When you have like the Game of Thrones does one thing very, very well. It has good dialogue scenes that don't feel like they're gonna drag on or they're boring. Like those scenes are enticing. That the character moments, they're exchanging, stories, or they're exchanging morality or their values between each other. It's fantastic done.
Yeah.
At least 1 and 3. Like we said, 2 is very iffy. It has that one Jamie scene in the prison when he's telling the story about him being a squire.
You're right.
But like that's like the only other scene I can think of a good like character moment, and in a series that is so focused on the political side of ruling and what that means and everything around that, it's important to have those moments because as they've established throughout this whole series is that everyone and anyone who felt Ned Stark like deeply in that first season, and they just killed him off. And that was a good setup. Everyone's on the table. It doesn't matter who you care about, who you love. It doesn't matter. Everyone is up for death, essentially.
Yeah. Fair.
And I think they do that really good.
That's fair. All right. We should probably talk about that thing.
What thing? Nothing else happens in the season.
The thing that happens in like the second to last episode, I feel like it's the part you've referenced, the most important part, the part I made a joke about earlier.
No part. That was a dream. That was a collective hallucination by the whole.
No, this
society.
isn't Twilight, man. Fucking imagine. Fucking imagine it cuts away and it's just Alice standing in front of the Volturi. Somebody's got to make an edit of that now.
Why'd you show us 3 seasons of a fucking TV show?
This is what happens if you kill the kid.
We're gonna binge watch Game of Thrones.
Oh, that's so funny.
The red button. Robb Stark is fantastic throughout this whole season, where I thought he'd be one of the best characters around. Because I don't know who the fuck lives and dies in this show.
Nobody does. That's the point.
The scene that happens is the scene after the Lannister kid boys die, and him having to put up like that morality argument between his mother and his wife about who to kill and whether it's worth it or the consequences of those actions is fantastic. I love it.
Yes.
The fucking guy who kills him. Fantastically done. Love it. And it follows Ned's values of you are to put someone, like, if you were to hand down the crime, you are the one to give out the punishment. I love that little callback because, like, I think he's offered not to do it. I think someone else offers to do it, and he says, "No, I have to."
Yes.
Turns out, not a good idea, because now he has to go find a new. So he has his uncle. That's his uncle, right?
Which one?
Mary.
I
The one
think
married.
that one's his cousin, but it might be his uncle. I'm not sure. The families are complicated in Westeros.
It's usually like a circle.
Yeah, kinda.
If Lannisters, it is.
And some others. That's the whole thing with the Targaryen. No, not just. No, that's just the thing with the Targaryens. Remember, they mention Aegon's conquest and his two sisters, whose names are escaping me.
The ones who are buried in the.
So Aegon, Visenya, and Rhaenys, the ones who, took over Westeros. Yeah, Visenya and Rhaenys were his sister wives. That is specifically how they are mentioned constantly.
Fun.
So that's just been a Targaryen thing since before Westeros.
Can't wait for that TV show.
Hear that, Jack? Grayson can't wait for the sister wives. Moving on.
On a context episode.
True. But yeah, all of that. Robb, oh, dude, the like last scene we get of Robb before the Red Wedding, after all of the stuff with the kids and dealing with the Karstarks and his uncle and that wedding and all of that, him with his wife in that room where he's trying to plan the war and she reveals she's pregnant, and that whole scene is incredible, and it makes 20 minutes later so much sadder.
You have really bad judgment of time, buddy.
No.
That was in the episode prior.
Yeah, but like the end of the episode.
Do you know when the Red Wedding happens in that episode?
In the next episode, I have no idea.
40 minutes into the next episode.
Okay, so like 42 minutes later. Jesus Christ.
That's a long period of time, buddy.
Not really.
There's a lot that happens in that episode beforehand.
But yeah, the Red Wedding's great. It's a great time.
I wouldn't say. I mean, it's great for a bit.
I still have trauma attached to the fucking song. Every time I hear the Rains of Castamere, I freak out a little bit. I start looking around for who's going to try to knife me.
Me.
Start looking for archers. Well, I'm not that worried about you.
They're not archers. Archers are two different things.
They're not archers. Archers are two different things.
Archers are a different thing. That's who I know. What you know why? Because they have crossbows. Those are archers. Archers require a bow.
No, it's a crossbow.
You know what I meant.
Get fucked.
Don't know what they're called. Sharpshooters? Like, maybe?
Archers.
No. Not archers. No, that seems really well done. It is slow to start off. And it builds up. It's a very... What?
By the way, if you Google it, crossbowmen are considered a type of archer.
Shut the fuck up.
So fuck off and die.
Are they a type of ranger? Yeah, they are.
Depends on what media you're using, because Lord of the Rings rangers only use swords.
That's not range. That's.
Oh my god. Hey, swords can be used at range if you fucking throw them.
You try that.
Okay, go stand over there. I'm gonna throw a
Throw it
sword
in
at
the
you.
wall.
If I had a wall that I could do that to, I would. So yeah. So I know you got to relive it. What was your reaction for like as the red wedding was happening? What was processing?
Like when they closed the doors, it's like, oh, okay. Like, again, I had no idea what the red wedding included. I knew that it was some like abrupt event and probably people were gonna die. It's called the red wedding for a reason. And I didn't know who was gonna die. They closed the doors, so I'm like, oh, okay, what's gonna happen? Like, this episode's the end. What could possibly happen? Then they show the chainmail. And I'm like, oh, okay. That's not great. And then Caitlyn's dumb. But the biggest part of that scene that really fucking threw me through a fucking loop, and I'm like, is that I think Western media a lot of times like doesn't take risks.
Right.
It's very safe with what it has. It keeps women and children. Like, it's very rarely that a woman or a child dies. Not to mention a pregnant woman gets fucking stabbed 25 times.
In the stomach. Like right in the baby.
It's so gory. It does not like it's not like safe with it. It's like, okay, here's all the blood just gushing out.
And it sets up because we know like it creates this overwhelming sense of dread, especially for Rob. I mean, obviously, but like it's the thing, right? You should react in that situation. But Rob is far enough away where there's nothing he could do. So he's just stuck watching. And then he gets to watch as everyone gets killed. And he just starts getting filled with arrows. And, you know, it calls back to what Arya said to Tywin. They call him the young wolf. They say he can't die. And he just keeps getting shot and shot and shot and just stands there. He's just tanking it. I guess. What?
He would be a vanguard.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah. And all of that it's so well done, and the like deeper lore that you have to have read the books and probably a bunch of other things to know about like the constant schism that's existed between House Bolton and House Stark, and it making a lot of sense that it would be the Boltons who actually betray him. I know the Karstarks left, but that's not a betrayal. That is technically treason, but a lot of things are technically treason. His wife commits treason like 17 times this season. It's fine. His mom has committed treason dozens of times. Like, what?
I was gonna say they commit treason every time they're in bed together.
Well, there is that.
There's a line being crossed.
There is that. Yeah. But yeah, so whatever. I lost my point. Oh, so yeah, the Boltons being the ones to betray them makes a ton of sense. And the two scenes with Roose Bolton with Jaime right before it might not have been right before, but I think it's the last time we see Roose before the wedding starts. I know he has some interaction with Catelyn, but the Jaime saying, tell Rob that the Lannisters send their regards, and then that being the last thing Rob ever hears as Roose Bolton slits his throat. And he looks over at Catelyn, slit throat and everything. Mother. And then her murdering the guy's granddaughter wife. And then, as you had said the last time we recorded, I'm saying it for you. The whole the shock of, oh, it's all finally done. Catelyn just had to watch all of that. To then suddenly her getting her throat slit and just the acceptance of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane.
It's a shock. I just edited down the actual reaction.
Yeah.
And it literally, like, the ending with her body, like, the sound of her body hitting, that's it, is fucking absurd. There's no breather after that. It's, like, you have to be stir with it. It's fantastically done from a cinematic approach. It's fantastic. They also killed the fucking dog, which is upsetting, because that dog is trying to go help, and...
I was gonna say, like I told you, there's the theory, because all of the Starks in the books are wargs. So the theory is that, you know, just like when the other warg gets killed by Jon and he sends his consciousness into the bird, that Robb sent his consciousness into Greywind, and Robb had to die twice. Tragic.
I'm very upset they killed that fucking dog.
Oh, dude. The way it cries, is so sad.
Like,
It's not the saddest dog death in a movie. I stand by it being I Am Legend.
Oh, after this is done, I have to send you the picture I took after I watched I Am Legend for the first time. Because I didn't watch it until like a few years back. Like,
oh god,
I will send you it. It is like, yeah, it is bad. No, that's up there. I don't think I actually cried with the dog dying in this thing. I was really upset. That's all.
Yeah. Yep. Well, it's because Greywind is like the one we see the least of.
Yeah, like I probably cried if Ghost died.
Right.
That's about it. I love that Sam was like, I spent enough time with Ghost to know what direwolf looks like. I thought it was cute. But yeah, no, the Red Wedding is like this shock and awe, but like there's so many like movies and TV shows that like to do shock. This has a definitive reason, and having one episode after that is fucking absurd to me. But it makes sense in how they structured the story. But goddamn, it is a shocker through and through. That whole episode is just wild.
Yeah. It's nuts. And then Arya showing up just in time to see everybody die.
Mm-hmm.
And then, yeah, the scene that apparently... Okay, was that actually in the show?
Not from when I edited it. I didn't see it. So.
You didn't see it at all. And you recorded the whole
9.
thing.
Yeah, 9 episode 9.
Maybe it was in episode 10 then. I don't know. It said on Google that it was episode 9, but maybe not. But yeah, them chopping off Robb Stark's head and putting Greywind's head on his body and parading him around is insane.
Yeah, because the episode ends with Catelyn Stark's throat getting...
Oh, that's where it just cuts?
Yeah, her body hits the floor and then it cuts.
Gotcha. Okay, so it must be episode 10 then.
Yeah.
Like very early on.
But that's fucked up. Why they do that?
It's insane.
And like again, I think the show does a lot of things really well. I think what it does the best out of like a lot of TV shows I've seen is that it won't confine itself to what Western media is used to. Yeah. It will break the mold of what you're used to, and that's what great TV shows do. The fact of the matter is that to be a great TV show, you have to have these normal TV shows that like to stay in like the safety of like what they are. And Game of Thrones just breaks every single mold that is set there, and I can't wait to see how they continue.
Yeah. Like, and it's just the idea that none of the characters are ever safe is so great.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's awful, but it's great. Like, it's awful from the sense of you never know if they're going to die, but it's also great because anytime there's something that seems dangerous, you can't be sure that they're going to live. Like every other show, you're just like, oh, yes, Jon Snow is in this scene. Nothing, or if you go back to season 1, Ned Stark is in this scene. Nothing could ever happen to him. He's the main character. Oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a constant. Nothing could ever happen to Robb Stark. Oh, he's dead.
Well, that's what I was thinking when I watched the scene. It's like, oh, like they're not gonna kill Rob Stark. He's got like at least 2 seasons left before he's like gone. Um, which does upset me that I got online when this show was ending. Like I became more of an online person when the show was ending because I know who does. I know someone of who lives and who dies. Not everyone and anyone. Like I saw questions in place for some people, but that's why I am upset about that. But the show still is so well done where there is people and characters and situations that happen that still shock me, even with the slight spoiler of the series, no matter how bad it was.
Yeah.
Like I know
That's
there's some characters that are safe because of the ending, but there's so many characters in this show where I don't know if you do because maybe people just don't care enough about you. Like I think we talked about this in the last. I don't know what the fuck happens to Tywin. Like
right.
that character's the biggest question mark for me because he has so much power. Like he has more power than Joffrey.
Yes.
There's going to be a power vacuum if he does die, and if he doesn't, what the fuck happens to him?
Right.
And how does that happen? There's so many questions in the air with these characters that I don't. I'm very excited. Yeah, I'm very excited for season 4. But like, we talked about this yesterday. The recordings are gonna be a lot closer together.
Yeah.
So I'll at least remember more of season 3 than just episode 9.
Yeah. Yeah. Somehow we made this recording go 10 minutes longer.
Well, it's because we talked a little bit more. We just did. There's some things that we forgot to talk about last.
That's true.
Yeah, but I don't know what the next episode is, but we'll go to. I don't fucking know.
The next episode's next Monday, which is Guardians 2.
It's another GOT. Yeah, it's Guardians 2.
Guardians 2.
Yeah, it'll be fun. It's not like we already did that episode or anything.
What do you mean?
Yeah, we'll talk about it after this.
Oh, yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But until then, unless you have anything else to say.
Nope.
Remember, subscribe to whatever podcast format you prefer. Until then, bye-bye.